Hey parents, Coach Tyson. Wanted to go through a quick drill that the kids can be working on at home that's really going to help them with their pitching and throwing. This is a super easy drill. You can do it inside, you can do it outside. Really all you need is a space that's about 6 feet long and a straight line. So you can do it on hardwood floors, tile floors if you have a line there. If not, you can just put a piece of tape down, just something that is a straight line to give them kind of a sense of where they need to be stepping with this. So the first thing that we're going to work on is the setup. Their back foot that they're going to be throwing off of just goes right in the middle of the tape line. From there, where they're going to set up their front foot, they'll position it by taking their foot, putting it up against their toes, and then the end of their foot right here is going to be where the center of their foot ends up. So from here, they just take it and turn to there. So they have a nice staggered stance to start with. As far as their upper body goes when they get started, they want to have their glove and their fingers in their glove facing straight up towards the ceiling with the ball inside of the glove. And this is going to be a really good starting position for pitching. So from here, we'll get into this two-piece drill. Their first movement is going to be bringing up their front leg. We want to get this up as close to a 90-degree position as possible. This will be something that they'll probably have to work on a little bit as far as their balance goes. But from here, they will come up and come down into what's called a low balance position. So on this low balance position, they have their heel going more towards the ground with their toes up. So from up here, straight down into low balance, and from their low balance position is when they really start to push off with their back leg and come out to this position here. So once they have stepped and separated, they want to have their toes on this line pointing straight or mostly straight with the line. At that point, their front arm is going to be coming out in kind of an L position with their palm facing out towards their target. The back arm is also going to have an L position to it with their hand facing away from them. They want to be able to see the back part of their hand. Now the number one most important part to this entire drill is what I see every single one of our players struggling with is their elbow position. So once they get to here, their elbow needs to be at or above their shoulder. We don't want it to be really straight up, but just somewhere where it's close to in line, just slightly above where their shoulder is. So this is a good position. They can stop here and pause and make sure that everything is looking good at that point. And from here is when they're going to stride out, push off with their back leg, and really get to their throwing position. And as they do that, their shoulders are going to start to turn. This front hand is actually going to pivot and turn in, and their arm is going to come up with their elbows still right at their shoulder. So from here, they're going to push off and come to a finished position here. So their glove, when they finish, should be in what's called the box, which is in between their shoulders and their hips, with their throwing arm down by their thigh or knee, and their back foot that they pushed off of should be in line with their front foot now. So this is a quick, easy drill. Everyone can work on it for 10 minutes a night, and it starts to really work muscle memory and get them in really good positions to have the right mechanics when throwing. So again, the biggest thing that I'd like, when you're working on this with your players, the biggest focus is really just getting that elbow high, because most of our kids do what's called short arming the ball, and even if they get this elbow in the right position here, as they're coming through, they tend to drop it towards their side, and that's something that we want to prevent, because from here to here, my elbow is still high, and then I follow through. Thank you for your time, and I'm looking forward to a really great season this year.